Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Theology of Rhythm podcast. My name is Reagan Cannington. I hope you're all doing well. Hope you all had a good July 4th. I know I did. Nothing too crazy, just hanging out with the family. Hope you all got to spend some time with your family and celebrate 250 years. That's pretty awesome. But today we have a really cool topic that I want to talk about. We've spoken some about it, but I wanted to dedicate a full episode to it, give you my thoughts on song selection, how we choose songs, how as a worship leader you should lead your congregation in what songs you're choosing, how songs should be biblical, how they should align with Scripture. And so wanted to get into that today, and song interpretation. So yeah, we can just get right into it. When you're singing a song in church, when you choose a song and you introduce it to your congregation, you are teaching them theology. Songs are always teaching us something. When we repeat these lyrics, they are always teaching us something. And so the verse for today is Colossians 3:16. This is one we've talked about a lot. Let the word of Christ dwell in you richly, teaching and admonishing one another in all wisdom, singing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs with thankfulness in your hearts to God. So Paul says that in this, singing is not divided from the teaching. They are completely connected. Teaching and admonishing one another, singing songs, right? And so when you sing at church, when you're leading at church, on the drums, from the bass, wherever, your church and you are being formed in your theology by the songs that you sing. You're learning, you're being reminded, you're being taught again, right? The same truths from Scripture. Every week before Sunday, your worship leader is deciding what truths will the congregation sing this Sunday. And so the songs that you choose is a responsibility on you, right? You are shepherding people in what they believe and what you want them to believe, what truths you want them to repeat and hear and sing back, right? And so I think with the songs that we choose, we shouldn't choose songs that are just technically true, or songs that if you think about the lyrics like this, it'll make more sense, or well, this is what the guy that wrote it said it meant, right? We should look at songs and we should read them and say, do they line up with Scripture? Does it make sense for the congregation? We should not have to explain every single lyric so the song kind of makes sense so that we can sing them correctly, right? If your pastor says something and then he's like, well, I meant it in this kind of way, that would be very unclear and hard to follow, right? Same thing with the songs. You don't want to have to explain every single lyric just so the congregation can sing it, right? And so we should be asking ourselves, will the congregation hear biblical truth in this? Will they hear what is in the gospel, what is in Scripture? Will they know God and know Christ because of what we're singing, right? And so I think we need to have a healthy amount of interpretation with these songs. We should not come at songs like looking to find the heresy, looking to pick apart the lyrics just so like we cannot do them because we don't want to do the song or whatever. We should be looking at them like, how will the average church member hear this, right? How will somebody that just walked in the doors hear this? Not the head pastor who is hopefully far more knowledgeable than somebody that just walked in the door. How will they hear this? Will they understand a lyric that's kind of shaky, kind of weird? Does it need to be explained to them? We need to be choosing songs that would be clear to them, clear to understand, clear to sing about the gospel truth. And in that, we need to be evaluating the whole song. We need to be looking at the song as a whole. You know, sometimes lyrics can sound strange. Bible verses can sound strange. But when we look at the context around it, the bridge, the chorus, the lyrics can sometimes come back together to make sense, right? One lyric pulled out of context, it can be like, this is strange, I don't know if I like this or not. But when you look at it in context of the whole song, it can make a lot more sense, right? And so don't evaluate one song based off of one lyric that can sound a little weird. If it is biblically true in the whole, then I still think it should be sung, right? And so context matters. And if the whole point of the song, if the repeated lines of the song, because songs repeat themselves almost every time, right? If the main point and the repetition is aligned with Scripture and aligned with the gospel, then it absolutely should be sung. And if you're teaching the congregation something that's in line with Scripture, it should be sung. And so when you are choosing these songs, you should ask, is it biblically true? Is it not is it going to like make the congregation feel something? Is it going to be a cool moment? Is it biblically true? Is it in line with Scripture? Does it teach what the Bible teaches? Will the congregation sing back what is in the Bible, right? Because that's most important. We don't want a song to be on the set list for Sunday because it's going to be a cool moment, because it's going to stir up people and their emotions. We don't want it because it has a cool drop or whatever, right? We want to sing songs that are going to teach the congregation and that they're going to sing to God in worship of Him, but also teaching themselves and forming their own hearts, right? Is the song clear? Does it make sense? Is it easy to follow? Both musically and lyrically. If it's a crazy melody, the average person is not going to be able to sing that. If it's a weird rhythm, the average person is probably not going to be able to sing that, right? We want to have a song that flows well, both lyrically making sense and musically making sense, right? The song is not meant for the band to show off their musical chops or their music theory knowledge, right? It's for us to sing to God and to sing to one another, right? And if there are lyrics that are unclear, does the rest of the song explain it? If there are lyrics in the song that, this is kind of strange, I'm not sure if this makes sense, does the rest of the song tie it all back together, right? Does the context help, or is it just kind of, does the lyric kind of just stick out like a sore thumb? Would I need to explain this lyric, right? I've had this happen a few times at camp recently. We would sing songs and the worship leader would explain the lyrics or break them down before we sang the song to songs that needed it and to songs that didn't, right? Because even though like a song like How Deep the Father's Love is, I would say, easy to follow, but it's still good to break down like, wow, the song is amazing and has great biblical truth, and it can help open the eyes of the congregation to say, wow, yeah, this is a great song, And so, same thing with a song like Who Else, right? It could be explained of like, there really is no question of who else is worthy. It's a rhetorical question, but God is still worthy. He is still above all else. There's no one else, right? And then another good one is like, is this song the best possible song for this, right? If you have a song that is lyrically complicated and musically complicated, but there's another song that accomplishes the same idea and it's less of those things, then I would argue it'd be better to sing the less complex song. It's easier to follow for your congregation. It is easier to follow for the musicians. And it would be an all-around better worship experience because of those things. And so if a song is piano and guitar and very simple lyrics, verse, chorus, verse, and not full band, and it's these crazy structures, I would argue for the simpler song because it's going to help teach and admonish these songs to the people much better. And so I don't think worship should become this thing of like we should strive to always say the right thing, but it should not come at the cost of cutting out so many songs that we're only doing 3 songs. We have a 3-song rotation, right? But we also shouldn't become careless. We shouldn't strive to just play whatever song we want, and we should be charitable to the people that have written these songs, because they have spent time and prayer and thought about what they're putting out before they put it out. When they put a strange lyric in there, they are also thinking about this makes sense with the context of the whole song. And so we shouldn't try to eliminate a song or get rid of one because of one strange lyric that the songwriter chose to put in there, but we should look at the song as a whole. And so you should ask, is this the clearest, most faithful way to serve the church and to serve Christ and sing truths about him in this moment? And so if the answer is yes, absolutely sing it. If the answer is no, pick a different song or do something different, right? And so that's all I have for you today. Hope this is helpful. Hope this makes sense. And if you have any questions or you have any comments or topics you'd like me to discuss, you can DM me on Instagram at Reagan Cannington, and you can follow me pretty much everywhere under that same name. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. And be sure you follow on Spotify and Apple Podcasts so that you never miss an episode. And again, if you have any comments or questions, you can feel free to DM me. That's all I have for you this week. And so hope y'all have a good one. See ya.